Hey guys, Bob here from Old Man Revolution, where I motivate, educate, and inspire men to eat like men, train like men, and live a life that they themselves have designed. Now, speaking of a life that you've designed, I want to talk about my progress so far on what I called Project Big 2020. It was when I turned 45 last September. Okay, almost a year ago, I set up a list of muscular strength goals. And the idea was going to be that if I could perform these exercises with this weight for these repetitions, number of sets, etc., I would get as strong as I would ever want to be, and my muscles would be as big as I would ever want them to be. Basically, I wanted to use my 45th to 46th year of life, okay, to get to the point where I would never really have to bulk again. Of course, I'm going to want to bring up a certain weak point, or I'm going to always want to improve, but never an all-out, I just need to get bigger. I wanted to get that handled this year, and therefore, Project Big 2020 was born. Now, interestingly enough, I didn't have any muscular size goals. I didn't say I want to have a certain size biceps or chest measurement. I didn't say I want to weigh so much when I jump on the scale. I just said if I could do these exercises with this weight for these sets and reps, I will be as strong as I ever really want to be. And as a byproduct, I will be also as muscularly big as I ever really want to be. Okay? Because we all know that one of the tenets of the Old Man Revolution is performance, not appearance. You don't train to look good. You look good because you train. So I don't want to look strong. I want to be strong. And as a byproduct of being strong, I want to look strong. Because everybody wants to look good. It's very important for everyone, whether they admit it or not. But it's not nearly as important as being strong, being healthy, longevity, being able to defend yourself, etc., etc., etc. Those are the important parts. It's just a really nice byproduct to look good. So let's go ahead and look at some of the strength goals that I have written on my goal card. Every morning I write my goal card fresh, fold it in half, and carry it with me everywhere I go. And I put down 4 basic strength goals that I had for Project Big 2020. I wanted to do 405 pounds, okay, 4 big plates on the squat bar for 5 sets of 5 reps. I wanted to have 3 big plates, 315 pounds, for 1 set of 20 breathing squats. 5 plates, 495 pounds, on the trap bar for 5 sets of 5 reps. And 4 plates, additional to my body weight, bar dips for 5 sets of 5. So that's 180 pounds for 5 sets of 5 bar dips. And I have accomplished every single one of these goals a couple weeks ago, okay? So goes to show you what happens when you write your goals down on a card and carry it with you everywhere you go. I've got 8 weeks left, and I've got one more goal. It's a body composition goal. Like I said, I didn't want to have a certain muscular size or a certain weight on the scale. I also, in terms of leanness, didn't want a certain weight on the scale or a certain body fat percentage with calipers or bod pod or whatever. Okay, my composition goal was I wanted to have a 30-inch waist. Now, if you look at my card right now, you'll see it says sub 31-inch waist. Because the idea is, I've spoken before about how I don't want to get stronger past a certain point. I'm as strong as I have to be. If I keep trying to throw weight on weight on weight on weight on, I'm at some point going to damage my joints, my tendons, my ligaments. I'm going to do more harm than good, and I'm not really going to improve anything in terms of performance or even appearance by putting more weight on. The same thing with putting on muscular size. You know, when I go over 200 pounds, whether it's fat or muscle, if I weigh more than 200 pounds, I snore. If I weigh more than 210, I have sleep apnea, okay? And that's just, innocent stuff. God knows the human body was not meant to be huge, whether you're fat or muscular, okay? So, I don't want to put my body through too much of like my pancreas, my heart, my kidneys, liver. Every internal organ has to process through your whole body. And if you get just too big, you're going to be unhealthy. Your longevity, your quality of life, everything's going to go down. So I don't want to get stronger than I am now. I don't really want to get much bigger than I am now, okay? And I don't want to get so lean shredded that I'm about to drop dead. My hormones are all screwed up. I'm constantly hungry, constantly in a bad mood, constantly have bad workouts and lose my strength and lose my muscular size. So what I decided is instead of having a 30-inch waist, which also has like no leeway, I wanted to have what I call a sub 31-inch waist. That means that if I have under a 31-inch waist, I am going to be, for all intents and purposes, as lean as I could humanly get. Now, a bodybuilder on stage doesn't drink for several days, doesn't eat. He takes all kinds of amphetamines. He takes illegal drugs. They take diuretics in addition to not drinking water for days on end. They look insanely shredded for one day, and then they gain 20 pounds overnight. I don't want to be that guy. I want to look really good, really healthy, feel really good, be really fit all year round. And I think that I can maintain a sub 31-inch waist long term. Okay, so that's my body composition goal. Right now, I need to lose about 20 pounds of fat to get there. Okay, so although I think that I'm looking pretty good, I got good size, good shape, good, a little bit of cut. I'm certainly not flabby or fat or anything. I still want to take these last 8 weeks and maintain my strength while leading out. Okay, so if I lose an average of 2.5 pounds a week for the next 8 weeks, that's 20 pounds, and I could be happy. Okay, so let's see how close I can get to this. So those are my specific goals. A more generalized goal of like the look that I had in mind, something that I'd have to work for but was still very achievable, was the internet sensation Lazar Angelov. Okay, this guy is not extraordinarily huge, he is not extraordinarily shredded, but he is certainly in good shape. The kind of thing where I could get that body or pretty damn close within the 12 months that I had. And I think that I am still, en route to get into that kind of shape. So here is basically what I looked like when I started Project Big 2020 compared to Lazar Angelov. We will see in 8 weeks what I look like on my 46th birthday in comparison to Lazar Angelov. But like I said, that was also my other goal. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe, click on the little bell so you get informed when I post a new video. If you have a question, ask it below. I will answer. And if it's a good question, I actually might make a whole video just to explain the answer. Also, follow me on Instagram at Old Man Revolution, because I will be posting, especially now that I'm going to be dieting, I will be posting a lot of information about like what I'm eating, physique updates, just check-ins in the morning, how my weight is progressing, how I'm progressing in the last 8 weeks to get down to a 31-inch waist, etc., etc., etc. And also, everything that I've done this year to get this physique, to get this strong, is coming into a new program that I'm creating called Raw Strength and Muscle for somebody who wants to do exactly what I'm doing. They want to take a year or 2 years out of their lives and they just want to get as big and as strong as they can and just get this part of their life handled. Okay, so if that's interesting to you, it's going to have exercise tutorials, it's going to have the whole workout, the beginner's workout and the advanced workout, okay, because we're going to train for strength and then we're going to train for volume, just like I did this year. My pure protein diet updated with a lot more information, a lot of videos explaining things, etc. My low-carb bulking diet is going to be explained in video lessons. It's going to be explained in total depth. I'm going to have a whole course on whether you should cut or bulk, a whole course on setting your goal body weight, etc., etc., etc. It's going to be a lot of information, and it's going to be basically just like a one-time fee. Like you buy it once, and even though I'm going to be adding in content, you're still going to get it for the same price. And there's a huge discount. It's going to be basically a $200 course, but if you buy it now while I'm actually adding in the information, it's only going to be $97. So you get 50% off. But like I said, I'm actually creating it right now. So if you buy it before it's done, you get a 50% discount. Anyway, like I said, really appreciate you guys watching the videos. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, ask any questions, I'll get back to you, and I will see you guys in the next video.